What is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. It is so good to see you all, and happy Thursday. We are coming into the close of this week, a major one, in my opinion. We actually have some breaking news, a new post from the team, which I haven't even gone through yet. So I just put it on the screen here and figure we can go through it together. But I hope all is well. I hope everybody's having a solid week so far. I hope everybody's having a good start to this modern human-only format, which I myself have been very much enjoying. So let's go ahead and actually dive into this because, like I said, I haven't read it at all. Looks like it was put in an hour ago, but the team just posted about an hour. At least I got the ping on Discord. Okay, so this is not from Matt. This is from the actual team because it's a team-related thing or a game-related thing. So last year, the government's proposal was passed to allocate 1 million SPS tokens per month. Okay, cool. At the time, this reward pool was distributed to accounts for simply holding Nightmare packs, but it states that in that proposal, once the game nears launch, a new proposal will be put forth. So this is actually exciting because we know that the game is probably going to be around 2 weeks from now. Maybe. I don't know. Now that the Soulkeep game is nearly ready for launch, we are putting forth a proposal to switch the SPS reward pool. Okay, cool. The mechanism through which SPS are planned to be rewarded through Soulkeep gameplay will be very similar to how they are awarded for Splinterlands ranked battles. Approximately 1.158 tokens will be added to the reward pool every 3 seconds, one high block, which amounts to 1 million SPS tokens per month. Okay, cool. I did not know that's how they do it. So they're going to add like an SPS per thing. Every Soulkeep battle will award the player a certain number of reward shares based on a number of factors, including how many waves they've completed, what league they are in, and what types of cards they use, and how much SPS stake they have delegated to the Soulkeep game. Oh, what? Hold up. How much SPS stake they have delegated to the Soulkeep game? The amount of reward shares earned by the player for battle will be compared to the total amount of reward shares earned from all battles over 24 hours. Hold up. So this is crazy. So it's not just going to be how much SPS you have for yourself, but how much are you delegating to the... Oh my gosh. SPS just got another major use case. Hold up. This is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy because now it's like SPS is going to be needed to be staked for 2 different games. I don't know that I like this. I mean, okay, I love it, but I don't know if I like it. If that makes sense. I love it, but I don't know if I like it because for people who are already struggling to get enough SPS in one game, it's like, should it be a benefit that everything on the ecosystem... Am I not understanding this right? Somebody please feel free to correct me if I'm not reading that right. But how much SPS staked they have, how much staked SPS they have delegated to the Soulkeep game? The amount of reward shares earned by the player for that battle. Okay, cool. Let's keep going because my mind is a little right now. All right. For example, a player completes a battle and earns 1,000 reward shares, and a total of 1 million reward shares have been earned from all battles over the past 24 hours. This means the player will receive. Okay, so that's going to go heavy into math. I'll leave that for Tails. He's really good at that. I'm not being sarcastic. I love the math that Tails breaks down. So, as mentioned above, the amount of reward shares received from each Soulkeep battle will depend. Okay, the base amount of reward shares will be based on the league of the battle and the number of waves completed. Players can earn 10% bonus. Okay, for each gold foil and for use of the promo hero once released. Okay, I'm not going to have that. Finally, there are reward shares multipliers based on the amount of SPS the player has staked on Soulkeep. Okay, so this is the second time they say it. So this is very much... How much do you have staked on Soulkeep? Holy crap. Woo. I'm going to need more SPS. I'm going to need more SPS because I like my 10x multiplier in Diamond in the trading card game. Whoa. So I'm going to need more SPS for this. All right. It's important to note that in order to stake SPS to Soulkeep to increase the reward shares multiplier, players will need to delegate staked SPS that they own. Okay, I was just thinking about this because it's just like, well, you can't rent SPS for this then. To a special Soulkeep system account. Okay, so they're answering all my questions. All right. This will be able to easily be done through the SPS management page in the Splinterlands game website. When SPS is delegated to Soulkeep, like with all delegated SPS, it will no longer count towards your. Oh, okay. So they answered all the questions here. This means that players who would like to earn it both will need to have enough SPS to achieve their desire in both games. It is also important to note that SPS cannot be redelegated, meaning in order to use SPS for solo queue, players must own that. Oh my gosh. We will look into ways to allow renting SPS for solo keep in the future. Yeah, that should come fast. Otherwise, you're going to keep out a lot of people from the game. But you know what? I mean, for people who own their SPS right now, this is going to be a gold rush right at the beginning. Because it's like, why wouldn't you go and get all these rewards if the other people don't have the cars in SPS yet? The above is the reason why approving this proposal is so important to the SPS ecosystem. Currently, players are able to earn a large... Oh, I forgot that this is a proposal. Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to have to do a separate video for this just for folks who don't watch the live stream. Currently, players are able to earn a large amount of SPS from the solo keep reward pool simply by holding... Okay. Okay, so once again, I love it. I'm still trying to think if I like it, but I love it. I love it for the simple fact that it's going to give so much more utility to SPS. Because you know what? All the people who are into like tower defense games, if we can properly market to them and bring them into the ecosystem, they're going to have to come in and pry SPS from our fingers. Let me vote for this just because all that value goes back to the DAO. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I got so lost in this. Let's take it back to the chat and see who is here. We got Supreme Victory Network. Good morning. Sorry if I beat you all recently. LOL Modern is great. I'm glad to hear that. First of all, never apologize for greatness. If you win, you win. Don't apologize for it. Just say good game. But never apologize for greatness. Man, I need to transition to Modern next season full time. You really should. Modern is fantastic right now. Virus is in the house. Virus is loving Modern too. What's going on, Max Maka? Matches have been well in Wild down to the wire. Okay, well, that's good. Dragon, indeed, it has been a long time. I've been watching and lurking, but don't seem to catch you live much lately. Well, hey, man, I'm still doing the same schedule mostly. So if this time doesn't work for you, it's all good. But I will say, you know, this summer has been a little tough. Just with travel, with family stuff, and a bunch of different things going on. It's been tough to keep I haven't been able to do like every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. But I wonder, well, I don't know. We'll see how things go once summer's over. I might have some other responsibilities that I need to attend to. All right, I can say one thing about Modern Gold. SPS earnings jumped. Let's freaking go. Okay, so hey, I'm vouching for bronze. I'm vouching for diamond. Dragon's vouching for gold. Anyone want to vouch for silver or champion? What's up, Mystic Force? Oh, Jim Morgan in the house. Let's freaking go. Did someone say holding SPS? Indeed. Oh man. Hey Jim, long time no see. I know it's been a minute, man. I hope all is well, Jim. I hope you're not still burning Kelly's. Well, I mean, for your sake, I hope you're not. For everybody else's sake, I hope you are. Okay, this was a lot to take in. Ooh. I like it, and I hope it passes. Oh, did I just say I like it? I mean, I love it. I hope it passes. I still have to figure out if I like it. I wonder if people are going to look at this and be like, oh, it's another barrier to get into the game, and you need to own your SPS and blah blah blah. And it's like, yes. Here's the thing. I'm torn, right? Because it's like, I like the idea of having an option, or I'm double-minded about this, because I like the idea of the more you have invested into the platform, the more you can get from it, right? The more not just like financially, but if you're, you know, spending your time playing the game, right? This whole modern format thing, you get more out of it. But I also see the value of something like Pancake Protector, which I'll be honest, I have not gone back to play in a very long time. It's free to play. It's open to everyone. But here's the thing. Maybe because I'm not invested in that platform, because there's no way to invest in it outside of like holding cake tokens, which again, it can be passive in and of itself, just staking cake, which I have done, or I think I'm still doing actually. Maybe that's the reason why I'm not, you know, I'm not as like galvanized to jump in and play it as much. I don't know. But it's very much in line with the Splinterlands ethos, if you get what I'm saying. All right, I wanted to look at proposals. Oh, I was like, how did I vote for it already? But I forgot I just voted for the post. Never mind. All right, it's at a 98% approval, but we're not even close to 31 million yet. Interesting. Here's something else that was weird, but yesterday, for the first time ever, we saw Peak Monsters not give us the breakdown between Modern and Wild. I was like waiting all day for this because I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah. First half day of the change, and we dropped from like 130,000 battles to 85,000 battles. I want to see what it's like on the second day. But they only have the total battles for July 26th. So I don't know, man. And then this is weird here too. Although my guess is that they pushed the accepting of terms and service to all accounts. So that's probably why we saw this spike in daily activity. But that's going to throw off numbers and the range for a little while because this went up to like 160K. But clearly we know not that many people are playing. Unless it was just massive consolidation. Okay. All right. You guys are all talking to one another. That's cool. Wibble Wee, what's going on? Who's going to Gen Con? That's cool. Actually, I don't even know. What is Gen Con? So I'm struggling with Diamond. I mean, actually, I'm back up in Diamond 1, but man, I've gone through these like straight up just awful losing streaks every once in a while. Yesterday was the worst, but I'm curious. Well, you know, starting next season, I will go through and track my win rate the entire season and see how it goes. Because now I know I'm like, okay, well, now I'm going up against real people, not just bots. So hopefully there'll be something there. All right, I'm going to play a battle. Let's see if anybody else is around. Oh, and still no match liquidity issues. Let's freaking go. Okay. I need an Amplify. And the only one that I can think of evens, it's not Death, because I think Kabbalist is like level, or is like 7 mana. So the question becomes, see, this is when Lily would come in really handy, but I only have a level 3 Lily. I actually think I don't want the dragons, because the only dragons that I get access to are this dude who's going to blast all over the place and then just take all of that damage back. But we have a ton of mana. That's the problem. So if we just go blue, definitely want him as the tank. You want her for Amplify. I'm almost thinking if we want like a double Amplify here or something. Boom. I don't know. I'm wondering. Well, okay. Now the increased speed is important. The increased health is important too. Armor doesn't matter much, but let's just roll with this team. In fact, I'm even going to put Lobsterdamus first because he's like, we'll just have him be the sacrificial crab. I mean, they're all going to end up, this dude does blast damage too, so he's going to end up taking it. Okay, whatever. You know what? It's fine. This is the limited cards. This is the best deck we could put together. I mean, I could throw in Chaos Dragon, but he's not even maxed out. So here, somebody else is going to do Chaos Dragon, and he's going to F up my back line. Oh gosh. He's going to hit Blight first and foremost. I just know it. No, he's going to hit the Amplify thing first and foremost. That'll be so annoying. Okay. They have Amplify on the other side too. Oh, he hit right in between them. I still don't think this is looking fantastic. I don't know. Do I have a chance here? It's going to come down to how much life can Blight gain. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, cool. At least we're not stunned again next round. Okay, now I've lost my... Oh, huge miss. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I think I got this. Boom. Boom. Look at that. We beat one of the Baltazar scholars. GG's. Now, 2 promo cards. I don't think there was a gold card in the mix, but 4.2 SPS. 20% bonus for guild, 20% bonus for alpha and promo cards. I really need to start throwing in more gold cards into the mix. But 9 chests. It's not bad. All right. Sky saying, what is your rating? I'm 3233. Should battle you in a while. My rating is at 3463. So yeah, we'll probably get matched up at some point, Skyer. Wait, Skyer, what's your IGN? Are you Rift Summoner? Because I think we've played already. I thought I remember seeing Rift Summoner. Again, it's really cool to see people that I know or a lot of the same names. Like I know Jedi Elf, somebody from Discord. I know Rock Utah, somebody from the what's that called? I think they were watching the videos here, but they're also a big holder on Hive. Look at this. I didn't even realize I had back-to-back games against someone. How often does that happen? That's cool. Mango Mayhem, that's somebody that I know. All right, that's as far back as it goes. Oh, you're Sky NJ. Okay, sorry. I was thinking about somebody else. You know what? I think your profile pic looks similar to theirs. That's why I got confused. Yes, sir. I'll be there. Hit me up. Let's cool. We're planning on getting a few content creators together. All right. What is Gen Con? Can I ask? Gen Con. I don't know why I asked. Oh, it's in Indianapolis. I still don't know what Gen Con is. I'm on the website. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see it. The website's making me lag. Largest tabletop game convention. That's cool. All right. Well, have fun. So Virus says I probably would have gone something with Aggro and Oshur. Well, the Virus, it was evens only. So the only dragon I had available to me was Chaos Dragon. So because I immediately thought Dragon, not just for Oshur, but also for Void Dragon because he had the Magic Reflect. But yeah, not many options available. But yeah, overall we're doing pretty good. You know, something that I've been tracking regularly. We're seeing DEC rise up a little bit, 0.82, and SPS go down. Vouchers are definitely down, and I think those are going to stay in the gutter for a bit. It's just like they just have no value. I mean, sure, some people are going to burn some for the, what's that called? Some people are going to burn some for land 1.5. I know that I am, because like I've already been looking at some of my Soulbound reward cards. In fact, I was thinking about making a video on this specifically, just because I don't know. I'd have to run the numbers fully, but here's kind of like a quick thing. Oh, I even have. Oh, I could get like a level 7. Okay, let's not just do summoners. All right, so epics. I don't have any legendaries, sadly, but I do have a couple of epics. And so, like Noah the Just, for example, here's a card where I could have 4 BCX, a total of 10,000 power, which is 2,500 short of a single gold foil legendary. But the cost for me would be some vouchers and about 5,000 DEC. Right? Which again, that's significantly cheaper than if we go to the marketplace and look at a gold foil. I guess we could look at any gold foil legendary. I guess I could look at gold foil. Gold foil legendaries. Yeah, cheapest one's gonna. Oh, there's a lot here. Oh, geez. Okay, you know what? Because I just want to look at cheapest ones, so we're gonna just look at the chaos set. $40. So, again, and it's not as much, but let's say I want to go and get an epic. How much is it per BCX for the cheapest epic, gold foil epic? $8 right there, and I would need 4 of them. So to be able to do it, to be able to unlock the soulbound cards for 4,000 or for 5,000 DEC, like a level or 4 BCX, it's 5,000 DEC and what, 25 vouchers or something like that. I mean, vouchers are like worth nothing. So totally worth it. Now hold up. It seems like I could also get, if I maxed out however many I have of that soulbound summoner. Let's check out rares. Who'd be the highest? Oh, here's another one. 10 BCX, 10 times 500. Oh, that's only 5,000. Never mind. So that's not very high at all. Never mind. Oh wait, I could probably get 10 BCX also. Sorry, I'm just going through my card collection now. Hold up, I'll jump into chat in a second. I just want to see my common gold foil cards, which would be the highest. Maybe one of these guys, Wily Kaioshin. It's level 5. Oh no, these guys are worth nothing. Okay, so it's really just the gold foil epics. So it's really just Noah the Just. Okay, let me jump in here and see. Luke, so many more SPS. I know, dude, in bronze, there were some games where I would play like a bunch of gold foil cards, and I haven't gotten over 1 SPS yet in bronze, but I have gotten like 0.9, and my average is anywhere from like 0.4 to 0.7, somewhere in that range, depending on how many gold foil cards that I use. So yeah, here's the thing. If bronze becomes profitable, like very profitable, we're not going to be printing DEC the way that we were, 2 years ago. But even if it just becomes like, hey, you can go in, like this is what I'm trying to get at. Let's say SPS jumps to 20 cents, right? You can go into bronze and you're burning like 1 DEC for extra energy. And then on top, that's the extra, but it's just like you go in, you win half your battles. You get 1 SPS from each if we continue to see this trend increase, right? So you're coming away with 12 SPS. Let's do the quick math on that. You win half your games, so 12 SPS times 0.2 is what, 2.4? Yeah. So you're earning $2.40 from playing in bronze. Now, is that worthwhile? I don't know. Like, it's not crazy like it used to be in the past, but $2.40 a day from bronze, and that doesn't count like, spending 25 DEC to get more energy and potentially have yeah, fine. Spend the 25 DEC. 25 DEC is 2.5 cents. Okay, at peg, 25 DEC is 2.5 cents, and then you get another 25 battles, which means you could essentially double the amount of battles you're playing per day. So now you're making almost $5. Oh, okay, hold up. There's some fun math here. Now all of a sudden you're making $5 in bronze. How much? $5 a day in bronze. How much does it cost to rent out a decent bronze deck? I think it costs way less than $5. In fact, I would say you could probably rent out a decent bronze deck for like under 25 cents, maybe, with the cards at the value that they're at right now. So what does that mean, right? Like, again, we're not going to scale up to like thousands and tens of thousands of users. But even if people come in and start playing at the low levels, like even if I want to go in and start like renting cards for 25 cents so that I can make 20 or $5 a day, like again, that's not something that I would do. I'm doing it for the After Sound Nifty account. That's not something I would do just because the manual play would take a long time. But I'm just saying that individual players can now come in and look at those numbers and say, well, hey, that's actually not bad, right? And at 20 cents, we're still down 80% from our all-time high. So people coming in would be buying the SPS to stake it, right? They would be hoping that it continues to go up in value. And then we just got this other freaking other proposal that's going to require tower defense to have its own it's going to have its own thing. That's going to be awesome. All right, I'm loving it more and more. I still haven't liked it yet, but I'm loving it more and more. Okay, I can't wait to jump into map chat and read what the salt is going to be around that, or hopefully there won't be. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else is feeling as bullish as I am right now, but it's a good time. It feels like a good time. So I was talking to Darkest Night this morning, and because we like always call each other. It was just like random, like as he says, just calling the bullshit. So we were talking about Splinterlands this morning, and I was like, I don't know, like I wasn't here during that time, but it almost feels like May or June of 2021, like before things really started to take off. Again, obviously there's the Splinterlands stuff that's happening, but I'm also looking at macro, and I'm just like, man, the narratives are so good. XRP ruling, the Bitcoin ETF, inflation's down here in the US. We hit 3%. If they decide to not necessarily cut rates, but it's like, I don't know. We could be interesting. We could be in for a very interesting second half of the year. And so that's why I was comparing it to like May and June of 2021, because I'm just like, I discovered the game in August and it would already hit like a major hype cycle. But if the market starts to take off, or if Splinterlands can be either a leader or just a follower in the markets doing well, especially going into next year, which is an election year here in the US. So I don't know. It feels very exciting. I don't think it's going to happen overnight. I don't think it's going to be like, oh my gosh, we're going to hit, 50 cent SPS in like 2 months. Although it'd be awesome. But even just like the steady grind of like all the pieces being put into place, launch of land, launch of tower defense, SPS staking, the LP rewards, right? That's something that very narrowly and very quietly passed. So now people earning from LPs will be earning less, right? The APR is going to go down on that, and that's just going to get stuck into the DAO, which again is good. So it's going to lower the dilution rate of SPS. I don't know. It feels very exciting. And again, not because I'm like bullish on the next 2 months, but I'm bullish on like the next 18 and beyond potentially, right? Like it almost feels like people are aware of crypto now. They're aware of the Bitcoin halving, even if you don't necessarily follow Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin halving is happening in April next year, and everybody knows that something always interesting happens afterwards. So how many people are going to be jumping in and trying to front run the Bitcoin halving, right? Because they expect something. And right now it maybe seems too early. There's too much uncertainty, but we get to like later on this year, we get to early next year, and people are just like, hey, Bitcoin's chilling at 30, 40, whatever it is. We might be gearing up for the next run. Let me start stacking sats, right? Okay, so Dr. Blight is keeping my butt in Diamond now that there's no bots. He's even more prevalent. Yeah, you know what? So Dr. Blight is almost like a must-have now, because in Diamond at the very least, I'm going up against a lot of untamed cards, untamed legendary summoners and untamed legendaries in general. And so Dr. Blight is one of the cards. Not that Dr. Blight solves all the problems, but it's one of the newer Chaos Legion set cards that I think is a must-have. And so yeah, if you don't have it, I don't know. It's still winning me games, right? So Gen Con is the biggest board game. Oh, very cool. That's not too far from Chicago. So, but obviously I'm not in Chicago right now. I can confirm 4.5 SPS per win. Virus is getting between 7 to 12 per win with 9.8 multiplier and Champ 2. Let's freaking go. Look at that. This is what I'm talking about, right? Like, let's say all of a sudden SPS shoots up to like 50 cents. Then Virus is getting like $5 a game. a game. And I remember one of the biggest drivers of me, biggest marketing things for me early on was the fact that like people who were playing in Champion back in 2021, they were winning 500 DEC per game when DEC was like 10x or 15x its peg. So they were winning $5 to $7 per game. So if we get to a point where that's happening for champion level players, that's gonna attract the attention of a lot of other folks. And if bronze is paying out decently well, which again, back in 2021, bronze was paying decently well too. Bronze is paying stupidly well, but you get my point, right? Like it's gonna be the best form of marketing for the game. New Bronze Modern is better than Wild G2. 10 to 20 DEC. Nice. Yeah. So look, Luke is renting out a deck for 10 to 20 DEC per game. I was saying 25 cents earlier. 20 DEC is 20 cents at peg. We're not even at peg. So for less than 2 cents, Luke is renting out a deck that's allowing him to win anywhere between half an SPS to 1 SPS. Let's just go on the low. Let's just go on the low end, right? Let's just say half an SPS. If he's winning 6 SPS per game, at 2 cents right now, that's, he's more than like 6xing his value. Now you're gonna look at this and say all the ROI, all the investors are gonna look at that and be like, wait, for the amount of time that you're investing, you're gonna go in and like pay 2 cents so that you can make 12 cents, 20 cents. Like that's like, who would spend their time like that? And this is where the gaming side comes in, because it's like, well, if you were just gonna play a game anyway, why not play a game where you can actually earn something? By the end of the week, you can go buy yourself a coffee, right? And that's always like the kind of example that I use, where that's how you could potentially get in casual gamers, right? You're going to get a lot of people who come in and play at the higher levels, especially because they're going to look at it and say, hey, wait a second. Like, let's say SPS starts going to, what did we say? Like 50 cents, and Virus is making 7 to 12 or like 10 SPS per game. Stuff like that, it's going to get a little ridiculous, because then all of a sudden people are going to come in, they're going to rent the cards off the market. We're going to see the rental market go through the roof. We may even see the sales market go through the roof as well, and really start to feel the supply crunch. Or there's still almost 3 million Chaos Legion packs out there, and they're going for like $1 each. So how many people come in and are like, let me roll the dice and see? Could be a lot. Bronzon having thousands of mods is very healthy for the game. I agree. Dr. Blight is fantastic. Oh, I love it. I love him in the Born Again rule set. Let me put it this way. Dr. Blight is only worthwhile, in my opinion, if you are at gold level or above. I know that he's still decent in certain instances, and I loved using him when I was playing in silver. Early on, I would play him and like Obsidian and Queen Mycelia. But it's just the scavenge just makes him broken, in my opinion, in a good way. Not renting, just have the cards, so 0 rent on bronze account. Well, see, here's the thing. Like, Luke, I'm only renting a couple of cards, and then I jump into for my bronze account, I'm building up 2 things. I'm building up my Soulbound reward cards, and I'm building up my Gladiator deck as well. And so for me, I'm like, oh, this is an account that'll probably always stay in bronze. Like, I can just have fun with it in bronze, see what the new player experience is like, and get my, all of those summoners to like level 2, which is a struggle in bronze, because you don't get them very often. You don't get very many like epics or legendaries either. But I'm in the same boat as you, where I'm having a lot of fun playing in bronze, because I'm just like, ooh, I almost got an SPS that game. Let's freaking go. So just milking. I was just saying that's all you need to rent. Very cool. I might have to bring back my bronze alt. There you go. There's someone else who might come in and start soaking up cards off the rental market, or buying cards off the rental market, or buying cards. Sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. All right, let's do this challenge. Cosmic Piggy, you got it. I forgot what are we playing in? Why isn't it loading? All right, hold on. I'm going to do a hard refresh because something seems up. If you want to resend it, or if anybody wants to send a challenge, feel free. Oh, there it is. This looks like gold. Let's do it. Do 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 do. I don't know if it's like a server issue or if it's an internet issue. I don't think it's an internet issue. I don't know, man. I'm gonna exit this screen, the item screen. Let me go to the battle screen. I don't know if that's gonna change anything. But that item screen looks gross. Like just with everything smushed in. I know I'm playing on my laptop, but still, just the UI of it looks gross to me. Let's close out of this. Yeah, try resending it, see if that works. All right, well, while I wait, one thing I want to check, because I haven't seen if we've had a spike in the overall Riftwatcher cards. Ooh, 43.5 million DEC now in the Dow. So you know, once we get to like 50 million plus, that'll be cool. But see, we're gonna be below 4.6 billion soon. And how much we're burning? Like 1.32. All right, that's not bad. All right, there it is. Let's give this a try now. Accept. Oh, never mind. Here we go. I don't know what I like. Oh, I don't like this rule set at all. Five plus 2. Okay. I think we're gonna go with that. Oh yes. Really doesn't even matter what I go with. Okay. Cool. Oh. You know what? Let's throw them there. Just for the heck of it. All right, let's see what you got. Yes. Doesn't impact me. Oh, never mind. You got a Rift Summoner or Rift Wing. Ugh, of course we're gonna backfire. All right, let's see if I can get some misses. Yes. Okay. Oh, sweet. GG's, my friend. Had to go strong with the Dragons. Flaviano Ramos in the house. What's going on, man? How are you doing? Long time. And International Travel Channel as well. Guten Tag. My brother's trying to get me to visit Germany in October of this year, which would be awesome. But I'm not like in the mood to travel right now. But he's like pushing for it because one of my cousins wants to go too, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll just make it like a family thing, like a bunch of like cousins go and hang out." So if I'm in Germany later this year, I will let you know. So what were we looking at? Flaviano's enjoying the Human League. That's what I'm talking about. Let's freaking go. Okay. Hold up. I want to read through the comments here. I saw Dave McCoy had responded. Oh, there's a graphic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was broken. Oh, here's your multiplier for SPS. Whoa. All right, let's see. It'd be good to have more information about the earning mechanics for, okay. So there's gonna be 10 leagues. Sorry, okay, hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Oh my god, that's so gross. Okay. Wait, is this the amount of SPS that you need? Like at League One, you only need 2 SPS. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Like, okay, this is like bronze, like 150x or 150 SPS for the max multiplier. But then it starts to ramp up from there. So level 3 is similar to silver. And then I think it kind of loses it from there. But like between level 6 and level 7, well, I guess we should just be looking at the 10x multiplier. So level 4 would be silver. I guess would this be gold? Yeah, and then 198 would be diamond. Yeah, okay. So the 10x multiplier. Interesting, but you're gonna need to have separate. Oh, how much can I afford to put into this? I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna start slow unless like things get crazy with the earnings. But like, I don't know. I mean, I guess for some reason this intersection right here, level 6 and 8x multiplier, 32,000 SPS. I don't know why. For some reason that just feels good. Because it feels like you're getting the best of both worlds, where you're like in the top half of leagues, and then you're in the top half of earnings. And 32,000 SPS, while is not a little amount, it's also not crazy. But again, I know I'm talking from my perspective, so very interesting. Let's go back to 100% because this is too zoomed in for me. Flaviano's enjoying the Human League, diamond and silver. Let's go. So I'm playing diamond and bronze. You're in diamond and silver. How has silver been? Match liquidity, earnings. Is that all going up for you, Flaviano? Which city does he live? Should I don't want to like dox him. He's in I don't know. I'll message you. I just don't want to say it out publicly. I think I've actually said it out publicly before, but I just probably for the best not to. But feel free to hit me up. Again, I'm not planning to travel yet. He's like lobbying for me to go. But if I do, I will definitely hit you up and see if we can do like a Splinterlands meetup. That'd be kind of cool. Because I think there's a bunch of people out in Germany. I think Kazrak is there too, as well. But it'd be fun. Yeah, 2 SPS for that 2x multi. Yeah, we can hit that. I can afford to put 2x or 2 SPS towards it. Germany in October is not that great. Oh, for Oktoberfest. That's probably why he's trying to get everybody to go. Now, here's my question. What is the Soul Keep account going to do with all of that staked SPS on it? It doesn't have any real power. You're still earning all of the rewards for staking SPS. I mean, the only thing it can do is like rent out a champion level deck and play. Play at like whatever stupid multiplier would be, like the millions of SPS that would be coming in or delegated to it. All right, so people seem to be liking it, which is good. I'm glad to see that. I just want to go back here, and I don't think that we should get much we shouldn't get much pushback from it. But what does this also say? All right, so let me look at my calendar here. So I'm looking off screen. So this proposal went live on the 27th, which means that it'll resolve by the 10th of August. So again, I don't know when the game's going to go live. I'm not saying it's going to go live beforehand, but we also know that if it goes live, it's going to go live without earnings first. So there's a chance that it could come in before the next 2 weeks, right? Again, I'm not saying it will. I have no idea. But it could go in live over the next 2 weeks. And then once this is resolved on August 10th, one way or another, well, if it's resolved to the downside, if it's voted down, they'll probably have to put in another thing, which could delay the earnings. So this is something that we could see as early as like mid-August potentially, right? August 10th, if it gets approved then, and we already know, like, it's being voted well. We'll know that early on. We'll know by August 3rd, initial voting, to see where it's at. Then the team could set it up for the 15th launch. Sorry, 15th earnings. But again, I'm getting too far ahead because I have no idea when it's coming. Yo, what's up, Baby Omega? What's happening? Good to see you, dude. Once again, I know I say it all the time, but I love your conversations with Stever. So please keep them coming. I would love to chat with you sometime, man. We're gonna have to do that. I know we tried to coordinate a while back, but let me know. Rift Summoner, what's going on? I mistook you for someone else earlier, Rift Summoner. So I apologize. But GG's, we played recently. And I can't remember who won, but if you won, GG's. If I won, haha. You sent me a DM? All right, I will check it after this. Unless you want me to check it now. What does everyone think about the burning Riftwatcher packs proposal? International Travel Channel, I was never against the burning of Chaos Legion packs, but I got with the program because that's what people wanted. Now, it's not that I'm like necessarily for the Riftwatcher proposal to burn pack, although I did vote in favor of it. And so essentially, like, looking at the fallout from Chaos, the fact that there's like 20% of packs that aren't even open and are just circulating around, part of me is like, okay, well, the player base couldn't support Chaos Legion at that quantity, right? And while it's not an apples to apples comparison with Rift Watchers because there's more cards and less packs, meaning that there's going to be less cards overall, I think what I'm looking at with this is that, well, it's twofold, right? If we want to pare it down proportionately to Chaos Legion, then yes, we should start burning some packs. The part that probably drove me to vote for it, though, really is the fact that I think it could be a major driver of DEC going into the DAO sooner rather than later and just being scooped up off the market. So I would love to see it for that reason alone. And so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like, if we can get tower defense, land 1.5, and this, and we can start burning Riftwatcher packs regularly and get all that to happen in the next 2 months, right? So we're looking at the rest of Q3, August and September. To me, like, that might be a hell of a lot of DEC required, right? And then there's also a hell of a lot of SPS required, as we just found out, for tower defense. So, like, we're really going to start feeling the supply crunch overall, is my hope. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it's just like, here's the thing. Even if let's put it this way, there's almost 2 million packs left, right? In fact, let's look at the numbers here, because I know we've been selling some. I would still say almost 2 million packs, right? Minus 37,000. So 2 million packs left. Let's say we only sell 500,000. That's still 2.5 billion DEC that will be eaten off the market. And at that point in time, it's just like, okay, 2.5 billion DEC. Yeah, that's going to make a pretty big difference if there's only 2 billion DEC left for land. Now, granted, I think the Riftwatcher pack sales is going to go a lot longer, right? Because I think it would last for like 4 months or 120 days or something like that, rather than land, which is probably going to spike demand right away. But, you know, I don't know. I'm for it. I'm for it just for that reason specifically. Yeah, man, it'll be our pleasure. Oh, I mean, I would love to chat with both of you, but let's do it. I'm against it. I think it's too soon to after the change to DEC. They should have waited a bit after Land 1.5 to see how things shake out. See, so here, Virus, here's the thing. If it does end up not passing, I hope that Matt and team are not discouraged by that, because that's the only legitimate argument I would find for not burning. Well, I shouldn't say legitimate, but that's one of the arguments that I would agree with, right? Let's launch Land first, see how that goes, and then we can still vote for this again later on in in a month and a half or 2 months, and see if it passes then, based on what the shakeout is. But it's here now, so I did vote for it, just because I don't feel strongly enough about that argument. But if people feel strongly enough about it that it does not pass, my hope is that we launch Land and then take a week or two to see where the dust settles, and then jump back in. Does anyone else think burning boatloads of packs before Land is getting released is getting ahead of ourselves? No, Dragon, because I've been one of the people saying for the longest time that there's too many cards. Land is not gonna do for cards what people expect it to do. At least that's my opinion, my prediction, if you want to call it. I think it's gonna do a lot for DEC. But in terms of cards, there's too many cards out there, and cards are just like super highly inflationary. I think when they release Rebellion or do some kind of new promo or something, we need to get to a point where we're burning a lot of cards, because Land, as it stands right now, is going to soak up. It's going to soak up 750,000 max copies, and there's like 47 million cards floating around there. And there's 47 million cards, and there's still 2 million Riftwatcher packs unopened. There's still 3 million Chaos Legion packs unopened. So from that standpoint, that's why I say Land isn't going to solve anything for cards. It's going to be awesome for the tokenomics side of things, which would be great. But I think cards only get soaked up if we get new players coming in, which Land could do, not directly, but indirectly. Land could do it indirectly by getting SPS to stupidly high levels, getting DEC back to peg, and then people seeing that, oh my gosh, like I'm earning, especially with the modern human format now, right? All of a sudden, it's like you're earning 10 SPS per game. If SPS goes to $1, again, it's I know I'm talking crazy talk here, but if SPS goes to $1, all of a sudden people are going to be rushing into the game because they're like, holy crap, what's going on in Splinterlands, right? But that's only going to happen if we can burn enough SPS or create enough SPS demand for both DEC and SPS. Greetings after sound, and to everyone in chat. What's going on, Liberty Guy, fellow guildmate? Virus, yes, my thoughts too. How about Riftwatcher packs for rewards? That would be interesting, because I don't know when we're going to run out of Chaos Legion packs, but if I remember correctly, they said they're going to get like 6 months worth, and we ran out of packs in like March, so isn't that coming up soon? Something I'd like to think hard about. Yeah, I'm against, because I feel Riftwatchers are too awesome to be burnt. Fair enough. Eric says, if you feel there are too many cards right now, how do you truly feel about the future of the game, knowing that every 12 to 18 months another batch of several million cards is going to come out? So Eric, this is actually a fantastic question, and I haven't given enough thought, but I'm going to try and spitball my way through this for you. So I'm probably going to miss a lot of major things here. What I like about Land is the fact that it's very malleable, and you can continue to add more value to it over the long run. So this first version of land is going to be 5 monsters per plot. And it's going to be 5 monsters per plot. And it's going to be about 750,000. So we're definitely going to be adding new cards every year, or every however many, 12 to 18 months, as you said. What they could do with land is continue to build it up, right? Like, again, it'll have to be a different value, a different thing, but it's just like, hey, maybe in the future you can build a second building on your land. And all of a sudden now, instead of 5 monster slots, you would need 10 monster slots. So that's how I can see land potentially being the solution in the long run. But right now there's just too many cards. And so it just depends on how many they plan on releasing in the future sets. Now, my guess is that we're probably going to see, another 15 million at least for Rebellion. But if we go with that like automatic burn schedule that they're planning to do, once the player base has had enough, they're just going to let the thing burn. And then we're just going to be, we'll be done with it. So let's say we have 15 million, but if the community fills their appetite after 7 million, we burn the remainder of them. And then all of a sudden the team can figure out what they want to do with land 2.0 or 2.5 or 3.0. There's also hopefully going to be other game modes in which you will need cards specifically for that. So when we talk about the future, I'm not as worried about it. Although what you bring up is a very, very valid concern, because the reason I don't invest in cards, and I've talked about this in the past, cards as an asset class are infinitely inflationary. We're just going to be getting them forever. So it's like, I don't buy cards to invest in them. I buy cards that I want to play with. And it's funny because like I'll get comments all the time talking about like, oh yeah, I saw the value of my deck go up or down. And it's just like, oh, it's interesting that's a number I never look at. Like I don't go and see what the value of my deck is because I don't care. I have no plan on like selling it. Right. Of course, I'd love to see the number go up, but I have no plan on selling it. And in fact, like, Darkest Night and I were talking, and it's just like, okay, yes, if the value of my deck hit something stupid, like $500,000 or some life-changing money, yes, I would sell it. Why? Because then I could still play the game at the lower levels with all of my Soulbound cards, right? And I wouldn't have to leave, but I'd have life-changing money. But I'm not as worried about that in the long run. I don't know that we ever see like crazy card values in the future. But as long as SPS is high, I don't think it matters. Right? As long as we can keep the value of SPS high, I don't think that really matters. It's my uninformed take on it. Good answer. I don't think that might have been for something else, but hopefully that was helpful. All right, Listios, burn them all. Creating scarcity equals price goes up. The only creating scarcity doesn't. I will disagree with that because there's two sides to it. But creating scarcity does help when demand comes in, but we still need to create that demand. Good day to you, by the way. S. Heiner, new name here. Welcome. Rift Watcher for rewards would be awesome. All right, S. Heiner, I got to ask, because I do this with everybody, so I'm not singling you out. But since I haven't recognized your name before, are you a new subscriber? Are you a new live stream watcher? Or are you just a new live stream chatter? Because I'm trying to get a sense of new people coming into the game, or rediscovering, or reverting back into the game. We're not seeing crazy like spellbook purchases, but at the end of the day, Hold up, what is this? Oh, yep. Okay, sorry. Just reading an email. Need to change that. Actually, that's probably for the best. Okay. Luke says, I think land should destroy the cards over time, making a card sink. So I would actually love something like this. And okay. So Eric, going back to your thought, right? Like there was, Aggie was talking about like their plans for guilds. And there was this idea of like having some kind of infinite card staking mechanic within guilds. So there's another area in which like, all of the low-end, low-value cards will find a home if you have something that creates like an infinite card sink, right? Because it's just like, especially for guilds are very competitive, and they're one of the things that I'm most bullish on, especially if we can get some kind of botting or battle helper, whatever the case is on guilds. But I don't want to go down that road right now. Main thing with guilds is there's a lot of guild pride. I think guilds could be like the cool thing in the future where you have different like team, right? Different teams, and those sub communities can come together and build up value in what they're doing over time. So if you create something that's like a infinite sync, to me that would be awesome, because it's like, well, hey, how about, in order to get some other kind of benefit in the game in the future, it's just like, how many cards do you have infinitely staked versus everybody else's infinite stake? And then you get a proportion of that. So it's just like people will be constantly adding in. I would love for them to do something like that, or something like vouchers, for example, right? And I don't really like the idea of voucher staking, because we already have so many as it is, and somebody could just like take them out and dump on the market. But infinite voucher burning would be awesome. And maybe even infinite monster burning would be cool too. All right, burning packs is a missed opportunity for future uses. Draft mode, leaderboard rewards, which would eliminate DEC creation and reward chest prizes. Yeah, maybe, but you know what? They're going to come out with new packs anyway. That's just what it is. So I'm not as worried about it. Let's feel before we start, like, let's actually feel the scarcity first before we start thinking like, oh, draft mode. Like, I don't even know when that stuff's going to come in. I'm bullish on what Weirdbeard is trying to do, but we've definitely run into delays and development snags and all kinds of things in the past. So even if he is confident, I'm not saying it's on him, but it's just like there's a bunch of other things that need to get done before we get these new modes. All right, at least it's kind of, if not Rift Watchers, it'll be the next pack of new cards. Not really a missed opportunity. Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm saying too. They also talked about infinite card staking in Land 2.0. That's another area in which we could see some cool value, right? If they would simply never have a set amount of packs and just release a set announcement will be pulled off the store, problem solved. Never have to worry about too many. Well, no, they need to have some kind of set maximum, right? But I think what they're going to be doing in the future, at least from what they've talked about, is it's a set maximum and a set time. And Aggie wants to do like this implemented daily burn, right? So I don't know, to make the numbers easy, let's say it's just like they expect 10,000 packs to sell a day, and if we only sell 7,000 packs, well, then the remaining 3,000 are gone, right? And so we're just constantly moving almost linearly through the pack sales. Now it's not perfectly linear, because you're going to have your huge bumps. Let's say at the beginning people buy like 2 million packs. Well, we're not going to be burning any packs for a while, but the end date is still there, because the moment we get to, hey, we've been through however many days, 200 days, and this is a bad example, but X amount of days, and people haven't bought beyond what the pack burn should be, well, now all of a sudden we're going to start burning. Future cards aren't the same cards. Plus, how cool would it be 2 years from now to get a Rift Watchers pack in a daily reward chest? I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I'm not like a preserve like the value maxi, but I think there's gonna be cooler new shiny things that we'll be going after. Creating specific scarcity for the specific cards. Actually, not too new. Been sub for about half a year-ish, but I was too lazy to type or miss the stream. Well, hey, I appreciate you being here, though. Watching pretty much every single video. Well, thank you. There's exciting stuff happening. The last month, July has been fun, guys. July has been a completely turnaround in terms of like sentiment from where we were end of May and into June. And I know June was disappointing, but it's like one little thing, the SPS staking requirements going live, and now the modern league, like all this stuff with more down the line, right? Tower defense and land. It's exciting times. It's funny how all these conversations go around presumption we are in a vacuum where no new players come ever. Also totally dismissing Soul Keeps. Yeah, so there's another one, Soul Keep card staking. Sorry, I don't mean to dismiss it. It's just we haven't heard much about Soul Keep. So, well, actually, no, we just heard something about it today. So let me not be too salty. It would be cool if you could wager in a challenge mode. I think there'd have to be some like legal issues for betting. SPS battle rewards are increasing because of bot players leaving. Then why chaos card prices booming? I wouldn't say that it's booming. For me, it's difficult being active in streams on a constant level, but videos will be watched. Hey man, you know, I just there's no requirements here. I just want to say thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Weird Beard's in the house. Heard you say my name 3 times in a row. I've summoned you. All right, so that's actually pretty easy. Now we know how to get Weird Beard here. Weird Beard, I hope you're well, man. Genuinely, I hope you're well. I know this is probably stressful times trying to work on everything, but we appreciate you, brother. Ghostly BG says, I suggest we burn all our cards so the card value for the whales is preserved. Why for the whales? What are we talking about? Also, July was supposed to be what June was supposed to be. We just ran into delays to get stuff out the door. It's all good, man. We know it's coming sooner or later. If they run out of CL packs to give out as rewards, what would they replace that value with? Please no more potions. I don't know, actually. That'd be a good question. Maybe Weirdbeard can answer. My guess is they would probably just replace it with SPS. So SPS, the SPS rewards will be a little bit more diluted. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I remember when DEC were the rewards, they just started putting DEC in chests. But it could be a mix of things. Maybe it ends up being potions. Show Weirdbeard the fun bot free ranked. Oh, here's another new name, Daniel Wilkinson. All right, Wilkinson, same question for you. Are you new to the game? Are you new to live streams? Or are you just new to chatting in live streams? I'm really trying to find some new players here. Hey, we hope you're getting emotional boost from the non-salt modern feedback. Oh yeah, guys, tell Weirdbeard how awesome modern is. You beat me in a tournament match. Oh, nice. The big burning really had me hyped, so the collab with Dark Knight was very enjoyable too. Nice. All right, cool. Well, glad to hear that. Yeah, like I said, I haven't been this bullish in a while, and it's not just Splinterlands, although you know Splinterlands is going to do its thing, and even if we run into more delays, again, I'm not a fan of the delays and saying that I want them, but I think I've become much more bullish on crypto stuff with all the positive regulation and institutional adoption, and I do believe that Splinterlands has positioned itself well for whenever things start to take off again. And we're starting to see that with DEC burning. We're starting to see that with SPS going up in value. Oh, I can't wait for Soulkeep. Now, this SPS reward proposal for Soulkeep really has me like thinking, because it's just like, again, when SPS staking went live, I became somebody who's just like, oh, I don't have enough SPS. I always want to get more and more and more because it always has value. Getting a little bit more has more value because it increases my multiplier. And every single battle having a 0.1 or 0.01x multiplier added on is going to be, that's going to compound over time. And now with Soulkeep, a game that I'm actually really excited about, with tower defense as being one of the genres I enjoy, it's like, oh man, I need more, because I don't want to give any from the TCG side over to Soulkeep. Hey Dragon, nice battle. Weirdbeard needs to have a shirt made saying I survived the salt mine in the bear market. I mean, Weirdbeard should just be like, Weirdbeard, next time we get together, or what's that called? Another Splinterfest. You should dress up as Archimus the Bear. Old player, old to the game, first time chatter. Just wanted to see the bot free rank before I turn off my wild bot. Oh, it's fantastic, Daniel. I mean, if you enjoy playing the game, it's fun. Sorry, I don't mean that in a antagonizing way. It's just like, if you enjoy playing the game and actually love going in and doing your battles, it's a wild ride. It's a modern ride. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm getting my ass kicked decently well sometimes, and I've definitely been put in my place now, which feels like high diamond 2, low diamond 1 versus where I used to be, which was high diamond 1. But at the end of the day, I'll take it because the rewards are so much higher. All right. Who needs bots when you have 12 hours free per day? and can just play all 100 accounts on 3 monitors at once. If that's what you're doing, I mean, you're better than the bots at that point. I wish I had 12 hours free per day to play Splinterlands all day long. Things are looking great on the macro scale. The amount of positive things that are being said from certain people in politics would have been unimaginable in 2021. I know. This is like, it's crazy. So not just politics, right? Well, actually, the politics side of it too. CTFC is now making a play to like get crypto as like commodity, which would be freaking awesome. Now that the Ripple lawsuit is done, we're seeing a lot of fantastic adoption on Bitcoin from an institutional level. You got Larry, is his name Larry Fink? The BlackRock CEO, or the head of BlackRock, is like talking about Bitcoin being like digitized gold. So, you know, that's feeding into the narrative, and you're seeing a lot of institutional adoption. The Bitcoin ETF is hopefully around the corner. I don't know, man. It's exciting times. Easy, right? We don't all have monitors, Luke. Rear boost is there. Interested to see how long we keep the positivity. Just have to continue to commit to getting good stuff out the door. Love you too, Weird Beard. Hope you're doing well, man. And I hope you're able to take a well-deserved kind of collective sigh of relief or break after a LAN 1.5. I know people are going to be itching, myself included. We're going to be itching for like, hey, LAN is out. What's next, man? We need the stuff. Give me the stuff. But you know, I think once LAN is out, we should maybe expect and respect team getting some well-deserved praise and some time. Sure, Hannah and Luke. Oh no, that's a different person. Let's see. I'm thinking of coming down to Chicago for a weekend and grabbing a beer with you. Wait, who? Me? I'm not in Chicago, but I'll be in Chicago to hang out with you. And I'm sure Virus and a bunch of other people might come. Shoot, I'm gonna be in Chicago actually the weekend of August 12th, which I'll be busy for most of the time. But if people are there, let me know. So your experience is actually that ranked hits is harder now with the absence of bots. That's interesting. A lot of people said bots were better than humans. Well, so here, Daniel, it's not that it's harder, but in a certain way, you don't have as many easy opponents, right? Before, bots were just putting in all the liquidity, right? So what it is that, okay, here's the thing with bots, and this is a very nuanced conversation, which is why I get kind of frustrated when people just paint it as one way or another. When you have a bot that has a full collection, on average, it is going to pick the best lineup more often than you are. So yes, I do believe that bots, if you're going up against a bot one-on-one and you have the same card collection, they have the same card collection, or they have a better card collection than you, a more diverse card collection, they're going to beat you a majority of the time, right? Even 51%, right? They're going to beat you 51+% of the time. But what we saw with modern format and all the botting that was happening there, which is probably happening in Wild now, is the fact that like a bot that has lower level cards than you or doesn't have all the same cards could still beat people even if they had a better deck overall. So we'd see a lot of bots climbing up and essentially punching above their weight. So if I was going up against a botted account that was maybe stretching up from silver, didn't have a fully maxed out gold deck, right? And I'm playing in gold, or if I'm playing in diamond and there's a bot in diamond that's stretching up, those were easier battles technically. Whereas now, since those bots aren't there, I haven't had any match liquidity issues, but I'm also going up against the people who are at the top of diamond often. I'm seeing llamas and kitties and Yodits, cards that I don't have, from real people who have those cards. So that's kind of the difference. And, you know, like, this is why the bot conversation was always much more nuanced than people were giving it credit for. And I hated when people were just like, if you can't beat a bot, you're stupid. It's like, well, it depends. What does the bot have? What do you have? And what, you know, is the bot stretching up, or is the bot like, you know, that's where it's coming from. And that's kind of how I view it. But hopefully that makes sense. If I did that, would definitely need recordings to prove I'm not a bot. I mean, as long as you're playing the actual games. I don't know what the secret sauce is behind detecting whether it's automated play or not, but if you're jumping into games and actually playing them, go for it. Imagine this region wars in land 2.5 where you can start your soldiers and summoners, generals, army sizes could be capped. Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. For anybody that plays Golem Overlord, I would love the idea of like being able to like attack other people, and instead of it just being like a whatever, like you could set a lineup on your land, your specific land, and then you could go and like do battles with them. I mean, think about it this way. Imagine if like you could do battle and then you could steal some of the resources. And again, it wouldn't be something like super crazy, but it would just add a lot of value to the game overall. Cause it's like, oh, I need some ore, but I also know that, hey, Luke is, has a farm that has ore and he's got a lot of it right now. I can just, instead of going and buying it, let me just go see, I have energy available. Let me go and like, instead of battling ranked, I'm going to go battle Luke's team, right? His monsters squad, whatever you want to call it, on there. Now, what would be interesting is that would have to be botted, right? Because Luke's not going to be there fielding battles the entire time. But if it is like fielded in a certain, or if it is like, automated in a certain sense, it's just like you go in, you play some battles or a battle, and if you win, you get some ore out of it or some resources. But yeah. By the way, I started seeing 1 SPS and was, oh, see, look, BB Omega, same thing. I haven't hit 1 SPS, but I've hit 0.9 several times, and it is nice. I thought you were in Chicago. I wouldn't make anybody come up to Detroit. We can find a time to eventually do a weekend of bar hopping. Fair enough, man. I'm from Chicago. I go back there regularly. My family, parents, friends are all there. I lived there for the first 30 plus years of my life. So that's why I'm always back there. So here's the thing. I always have a reason to go to Chicago, right? I'll always have a reason to go there, meaning that if you give me one, it's like a benefit, right? It's like, oh, okay, yeah, let me go hang out with the family for a bit. Bots are 100% better than humans. Bots do not make mistakes. Humans do. I hate those stretchy bots. Well, do you miss them now? No, I don't miss them because the rewards are better. Gonna head out again. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Hey, man, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Woot, Detroit, the other side of the state here. Alicios, the real question is, once a few months pass and people are glad with no bot modern, how willing will the remaining bot players to actually vote to get the anti-bot in wild as well, do you think? So I wouldn't vote for that, Alicios. In fact, one of the videos I was thinking about making today was I find it to be successful. I think the experiment is already a massive success, right? So shout out to the team, shout out to the people who voted it in. We are seeing the value here. Now, to me, this was always just an experiment. And, Matt and team always listed it as an experiment. So I'm still all for like decentralization. And I think that there maybe should be a modern format in which we get, we allow botting if that's the case. But the original proposal was to say, essentially create two, like split the formats. So you have a wild and modern botted, and then a wild and modern human only, right? And that was the original intent. But Matt said his response, and the whole reason that this thing took off is because he's like, why don't we test it out in modern first? So now that we've tested it out, and we'll continue to test it out, right? We're not there yet, but I'm already very happy with the results. The question then becomes not so much should we implement this in wild versus what should the formats look like? We know that the team has had a relatively successful way of doing this, right? And they'll continue to hopefully iterate and whatever the case is. But what should the formats look like? Because I'm all for having a decentralized place as well. I don't think that we should be chasing after wild now. Love Grand Rapids. I'll be making a trip to Michigan Adventure. Ooh, nice. Alicios, I think that there are conversations behind the scenes that are happening that might help that vote along. Got to find a way to give bots a place to exist if they are removed from bot. Okay, so see, yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's not about going to war with bots. It's just we've now found that there's enough match liquidity and it can be successful to have a human-only league focused on, right? So now it's like, let's take a step back and figure out how to build it the entire way so that you can have a truly decentralized space and one that is human only and a little bit more hands-on, we'll call it. Let's see. No bots is not a great solution. No bots in human spaces, and then having designated bot space is totally decent compromise. Yep. So I agree with Ruby on this. I love getting one SPS per winning gold. Oh, VT Macro, you're probably getting more than that soon. I'm heading to Ludington myself in a couple of weeks. West Michigan is great. Looks like I need to go to West Michigan. I always see like just beautiful, like all those like beach towns on the other side of Lake Michigan. So yeah, I would love to go there too. Let me know when you guys go. I'll come hang. I'll fly to Chicago and drive to Michigan. Sure, I have no problem with both, as long as we don't have to remove value from the current pool to implement it. Yep. All right. Let me see here. Wait, how come the comments not pulling up? Oh, there we go. So Rift Summoner and personally fine with the current system. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's why it was coming up twice. you typed out your whole comment twice to change one letter, Rift Summoner. That's why I got confused. I'm just gonna be playing modern format anyway. Yeah, I mean, I've been having a blast in modern format. To me, like, I'm enjoying it for what it is. If I ever need to move there to Wild, then I will. Okay, I'm gonna play another battle just because I don't know. We'll see. Because I enjoy it. I'm having fun. I don't want the bot to play more. In fact, I got rid of my bot token. Sorry, I didn't get rid of it. I didn't want it on my account just because I didn't want to get flagged. So yeah, but I didn't get rid of it. It's just no longer on my account. Oh, what do we want to do for this? This is such a There is not much mana here. And I know I'm going to get absolutely chewed up. This is tough. You know what? Screw it. Let's go with this. Need for speed, baby. All right, while that's loading, let me see. Garut saying, love the modern for players only. Waiting for the new proposal to pass about extending it to tourneys and brawls. Yeah, I would love to see it in tournaments and brawls. Specifically tournaments. Tournaments is something that, like, oh God, it just would be so awesome. I'm running tournaments regularly here, but it'd be so awesome to know that everybody was on an even playing field, right? No bots. Battle helpers is like another thing, but I don't know. The competitive aspect of this game is actually super awesome. And so I just hope and wish that there's going to be something there. All right. This actually is not good for me. I need to stick the affliction right away. If I don't, I'm in trouble. Nope. No, come on, really? Didn't stick the affliction? Damn you. Oh, we had it. We had it in the bag if you just stuck the affliction first round. Piece of garbage. Dr. Blight. All right, I'm playing another one. So far. Oh my God. All right. Who will okay. I will actually put in a proposal to get rid of Back to Basics because I hate this thing so much. If anybody wants to donate to help me raise 100,000 DEC to put this proposal in, to remove it from the game entirely, I would appreciate you. This is awful. I'm going to play with an underpowered deck here. I don't like this at all. Actually, what does it even matter? They don't have abilities, so it's not like. All of them are slow as hell. Evens. Oh, you know what? We're gonna go with. I guess we'll go with the death team. Because at least he's fast. He's fast. He's got a lot of health. And then we still have 10 mana to throw in. Oh, let's go with you. And then who can we put in for 2 mana? Oh, let's put this one. They'll take some hits first. Bada bing. Bada boom. You know, Usut is not my favorite either. But let's see how this goes. Man, level 2 Nightmare. I should get that higher. I'll jump into the challenge in a minute. Let me do this battle. Let me lose terribly. Oh God. Actually, that's not. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. I mean, it's not looking great, but oh man, you're really good at sticking that poison on, huh? Shoot. Oh my God, just on fire with poison. Okay, well that's actually valuable. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it by 1. Oh my God, I fucking hate this game. Sorry for the extra language. I'm gonna mute my mic and okay, rage done. Here we go. All right. What are we doing? Let me know when you want to come to Michigan. We can go out to eat. That'd be awesome. Well, there's a lot of folks in Michigan, so we'll definitely set something up. Actually, this fall and not winter, but fall, we should plan something in the fall for Michigan. I'm willing to drive out there. The problem is there's East and West Michigan. I know people in Detroit, and I know people in. I guess you're in West Michigan, right? So I'm only 2 years already. Have built up a decent Soulbound deck. Nice. I hope as my gold account has the number 2.6 SPS from gold win. Nice. I wish I could have shown off a diamond win, but they just had to stick it every single time. I might run my main in wild with the bot while I'm on vacation. Hopefully I can still switch back to that. Yeah, hopefully you don't get flagged, but I think you'll be fine. I think the same thing. I kind of miss bad bots though. I spent 50 energy 2 days ago. Oh man, yeah. We need more gameplay and brawl strategies, best modern card combos. We need to talk about it more as well. Oh, okay, yeah, I know. I keep getting called out for not having enough like gameplay content because, well, I like the tokenomics side, but I'm trying to do more. So I'm glad you liked that video. I'll try to cover more things gameplay wise. I like the bots gone on modern format SPS. Yep. You love the back to basics rule set? Oh gosh. No. Hell, I would send you 100,000 DC right away if you could pass this. 100% sure. Oh gosh, I hate the rules. It's just not. Somebody said remove it from just like the higher leagues because it's no longer compelling. Like maybe in the lower leagues it's fine, but so much of the meta is built around like it just makes the game boring. Like when you've leveled up your cards and then you get a rule set like that, the meta is just boring because it's like, all right, let me find whatever, magic monsters or anti-magic monsters or whatever. Well, the problem with Obsidian and spamming magic was the fact that all of the earth monsters are super slow. Even ones are super slow. Immortalis is risky, but if you get it right, you win. Up for a challenge. Oh, yeah. Is that you challenging me? Poison, love that Waka. Well, hey, there you go. Somebody go buy some Wakas. You're only saying what we all feel. Dude, I quit. I rage quit this game 30 times a day. It's like watching me play Split. It's so frustrating, man. I mean, like, they just, did they not? I think they stuck the poison every single time. I mean, I'm sure they didn't, but it's just still, like, the RNG hates you. All right, what are we doing here? All right, level 4. Okay, so we're playing maxed. Oh, gosh. I could really use, whatever, screw it. No, maybe screw it again. Let's go with you. Let's get all my slow pokes here. You. Let's keep that there. Yeah, let's screw it. Let's go with him. I actually like him. Boom. All right. Good luck. All right. While we wait for you to put your team in. Game is much better with real people matches. I agree, Stock Jockey. Stock Jockey, it's been a minute too, man. How have you been? Back to Basics is nice. It's a brain Ravenga. What does that mean? Archmage Disable. All right, see you later, Rift Summoner. Damn, it's 11:30 already? Gosh, I've been live for an hour and a half. You guys are fun. Time always flies. I think I'm going to call it a day soon after this. Oh, we're going up against interesting. There's a lot of modern or a lot of wild monsters along with a Dahlan. I'm no longer feeling quite confident, but let's hope Rooney can shake things up for me. Oh my god, he still missed? Ugh, dude, you're the fastest monster on there, Sandworm. Oh, it didn't stick the poison. That's not cool. Okay, got rid of him. All right, we need to stick the affliction like ASAP. Oh, nice use of... There we go. Nice use of... what's this called? Weapons training. I like it. All right, cool. He gone. Oh, love it, Dr. Blight. Now you show up. All right, cool. I think we got this one in the bag. Boom. GG's. If only I had won something for that. I want my SPS, damn it. That was fun. All right. Any final thoughts? Anything you guys want to cover? Anything we want to look at? You let me know. Otherwise, I am heading to the gym and then getting the rest of the day started. Yeah. We're going to be in this holding pattern for a little bit. But hopefully we get some good news. I don't know if Weirdbeard's still here. Weirdbeard, can you share any alpha for what to expect on next week's Town Hall? I think everybody's looking forward to it. It's just like, you know, the team will like put out stuff. Like they just put out the post today on Soul Keep and like the staking rewards. And then it's like immediately, we just want more and more and more and more. So, all good, guys. Thanks for your time. You're helpful. It helps catch. Well, You know me. I'm always I enjoy hanging out with you guys. So thank you so much for being here. I should be live on Sunday. Let's plan for some more tournaments then. And I'm working on building out this format for potentially like having a small league in August. That could be kind of fun to see. We do challenges and stuff. So I still need to talk to Nifty, but I will reach out to them later today and see what the deal is. If not, we'll still find a way to make it happen. Oh, actually, you know what? This might be an even better way to do it. Okay, hold on. I have an idea for you guys. Sorry, I know I'm like faking you out here. Because I want to get those leaks, but I wonder, instead of like setting up 2 accounts, what if we did something where the people that you're challenging, you have to do challenge streams, right? Or challenge matches, but you do multiple. So therefore, let's say you do 6 games against one another. 3 of those challenges are sent by one person, and they can determine. Oh, but see, it would suck because like if they determine the league and they play diamond, then it's going to suck for the other people. Okay, never mind. I don't like that idea. Let me talk to Nifty. I'll talk to Nifty and see what's up. I don't know why. I'm just like, I just need to reach out to them. All right, cool. See you all on Sunday. Unless for some reason I miss you guys so much and I want to come back. No, I don't think I'll be able to. Unless Darkest Night's like, let's stream, but we'll see. Peace. Have a good one. Have a good weekend.